How's it going, everybody? My name is Jigidi Jack, and this is going to be another sparrow flying video. Now, this sparrow flying video is going to be a bit different to every other video. Actually, I'm going to let me. So, this fucking video is going to be doing a different sparrow flying technique that has actually got my attention really well. And if you're wondering why I'm using Kavosk, is because I was doing some raiding some time ago, using the fucking Kavosk in PvE next level. But with this video, I'm going to be showing you not really a new technique, just a technique that I haven't actually seen many people use. This technique, I want to call it something fucking complicated, just so I can put it in the fucking title of this video, so we can get some more views. Clickbait much? No, I'm joking. I want to call it. I definitely really don't know what to fucking call this sparrowfly. I'm thinking of calling it just the. Fuck. What was the name of it? Fuck, I forgot the name of it. The Catapult Respawn Infinity Fly. But to do this actual sparrow, yeah, I'll show you what to do for this sparrowfly. Let yourself fall. Do 5 dashes, and on the 5th dash, you want to jump off your sparrow, and without jumping, you can infinity fly. Like, you might not be the best at infinity flying, so you have to jump off your sparrow and spawn another one. But sometimes that can be really uncomfortable, because, like, on specific classes, not Titans. Titans is the easiest to do because you got Twilight Garrison and that retarded jump. And Hunters, you're limited with your jumps. But with this respawn infinity fly, you don't even need to jump. You just have to catapult yourself to actually do this sparrow fly. This does take a little bit of time to get used to, but it's actually a really easy sparrow fly once you get the idea. Look at how much fucking height I just got there. Look at that. That is retarded. You get some pretty ridiculous height using this sparrow fly. And that just there was 4 dashes. That's still pretty good. 5 dashes? Oh, I screwed that up. The only downfall. Oh, fucking serious cunt. Okay, one sec. The only downfall of this sparrow is that if you get off your sparrow at the wrong time, you'll go in the complete opposite direction and just go straight down to the earth. So if I were to press it now, I go catapulting up in the sky. But if I press it at a different time, so let's say now, you get nowhere near as much height. You lose distance pretty much. But if you want to... Oh, also sky barriers are fucking OP with this. Okay, so let's actually get onto the tutorial on how to actually do this. So with this actual sparrow fly, you notice that I'm jumping off my sparrow and only doing 5 dashes. The reason for that is that if I do 6 dashes, it just makes things a whole lot more complicated and more difficult. With 5 dashes, it's just extremely easy to do, and it's like a perfectly timed event when you do that 5th dash and then jump off your sparrow. Because if you do 6 dashes, it's just a lot more difficult to get off your sparrow and catapult yourself up into the air. So, what should I do here? So I'm just going to do my normal 5 dashes. But with my 5th dash, as soon as I press the 5th dash button, I hold down on the left stick while rotating left. Holy Jesus fuck! Okay, so far what you've seen is the Catapult Respawn Infinity Fly. Catapulting is when you actually jump off your sparrow, and you've seen already, I get a shit ton of height out of that. And then after you catapult off your sparrow, you instantly respawn your sparrow. This can be helpful in a lot of, like, glitched areas. As long as you can spawn your sparrow, of course. If you can't spawn your sparrow, well, this technique's kind of useless. But this technique is still nice to know because of how much extra height you get. So let's show you all the infinity flying techniques. The normal technique that I usually use is this. So you still get pretty high on it. But the downfall of this actual sparrow fly is that you lose a lot of height when actually doing this sparrow fly. So this area is only for non-patrol areas, where you can't actually jump off and respawn another sparrow. The next sparrow fly is the normal respawn infinity fly, where you just jump off your sparrow and you respawn another one. And usually this is best to do on Titans, I'm pretty sure, because you've got unlimited jumps. Not sure if it does it on Warlocks actually. At least I think you have unlimited jumps. But for Hunters, this is like the strat that's really difficult for you. So this sparrow fly is definitely best for Hunters, because with Titans and Warlocks, you can just press A and let yourself hover, and while you're hovering, just respawn another sparrow. But with Hunters, you have, like, with Bones of Mail on, you only have 3 jumps. So it gets pretty difficult without jumps with sparrow flying. But with the Catapult Infinity Fly, this sparrow fly is a whole lot easier, with or without jumping. Now this is the Infinity Fly that I've been learning, the Catapult Respawn. So you do 5 dashes, and on the 5th dash you get off, and look at that height I just got. Did you just fucking see how much height I got there? That was like opposite, that was a left dash start as well, and I still got that much height. With this catapult, what you're doing is you're jumping off your Sparrow as you're rotating your Sparrow to get... And while you're rotating your Sparrow, you make it so that you spin your Sparrow faster. And while you're spinning your Sparrow faster, you're jumping off your Sparrow at the same time to catapult you for an extreme amount of height. This is something I've never really learnt because all I've been doing is just staying on the single Sparrow because I just find it more easier. But now that I've learned this fucking technique, that height actually I want to try something. I want to add a Warlock jump onto it. Holy shit! Look at that height! So if you want a Warlock or a Titan, this is a fucking awesome Sparrow fly to do. So again, I'm still pretty new to this technique that I'm getting to know. But this technique does take a little bit of time. It's a really easy technique to learn. Like, if I could put a rating on this out of 5, it's like a 1.5 out of 5. It's a really easy technique. As long as you know the basics of how to Sparrow fly, so if you don't know how to actually Sparrow fly, just go watch the tutorial right now. I'll link it up in the top right hand screen right now in the cards. But pretty much, all you're doing is, once you've learned how to normally Sparrow fly, you just want to know... Once you've learned how to normally Sparrow fly, all you have to do is jump off your Sparrow, press A, then spawn another Sparrow, and then continue that Sparrow fly. And then after you've mastered that infinity fly, all you want to do is learn to press X or square at the correct time to jump off your Sparrow. And I have no fucking idea on what I'm talking about and why I'm talking about it. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to learn to do this, all you need to learn is the basics of Sparrow flying. So again, if you don't know how to Sparrow fly, just go watch the video right now. Okay, so to do this, you need to do 5 dashes, and then jump off your Sparrow at a specific time. So note how I'm doing my dashes pretty quickly. You want to use those 5 quick dashes to your advantage. After you do your 5 dashes, or actually after you do 4 dashes, on your 5th dash, what you want to do, so you want to do your 4 dashes, and on the 5th dash, as soon as you press the 5th dash button, you want to press the dismount button to get off your Sparrow, and rotate your Sparrow to the dedicated direction you're spinning. So I press X, and then jump off my Sparrow. You don't want to overspin it though, otherwise you'll just go like catapulting the opposite direction. Again, since everyone's Sparrow flies differently to what I do, this is going to take some time for you to learn to compare to how I do it. But once you've learned how to fucking do it, holy shit. Let's put a Warlock jump onto it. Look at that height that you get. That is ridiculous. The only good area this glitch would actually be helpful in though, is a glitch in patrol mode. Like, or just in an area where you can spawn your Sparrow. Because if you try to do this in an area where you can't spawn your Sparrow, well, if you jump off your fucking Sparrow, you can't respawn another Sparrow, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, right? So this glitch, or not glitch, technique I should say, is only good in areas where you can respawn your Sparrow. Again, if you jump off your Sparrow, you won't be able to respawn another one. So this is the Catapult respawn Sparrow fly. Again, the reason you want to only do 5 dashes is because if you do 6 dashes, it's gonna be awkward. Actually, let's try to do 6 dashes. Yeah, see, when you do 6 dashes, it's harder to time on when to jump off your Sparrow. But if you can learn how to jump off your Sparrow at a specific time, then that's pretty nice to know. Just means a little bit of extra height. But to be safe, I would stay with 5 dashes. So 5 dashes. But there's another problem with this Sparrow fly. Like what you just saw there. If you mistime it, you'll go sideways, or even the complete opposite direction of where you was currently aiming to Sparrow fly. Oh shit, I screwed it up. Again, this Sparrow fly does take a little bit of time to learn, but after you've learned how to do it, it is awesome. You can catapult yourself so high up, and if you're on a Warlock or on a Titan, you'll go even higher with that jump that you have equipped on. Look at that height. I just went from the bottom of the Cosmodrome to the very top in 5 dashes. That's something you can't normally do. Yeah, so this is a new technique that I've learned. If you guys like these kind of videos, please leave it a like and subscribe for more content. I'm gonna try bring out another technique soon, a future video, but I'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you all for watching.